Alright guys, so today I'm going to be making a video talking about the camera of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I did a camera test comparing my old phone, which is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. There is a big difference. When you put them side by side, you realize how far the iPhone cameras came from a difference of 3 years. The iPhone 12 Pro Max came out in 2020 and the iPhone 15 Pro Max came out in 2023. There is the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the 14 Pro Max that came in between those two phones. So we're going to be talking about pictures, the zoom, nighttime shots, daytime shots, even video. So we're going to be doing daytime and nighttime video. So let's get right into the comparison of both phones. Alright, so the first picture we're going to be talking about and comparing is a picture of my car. This was a daytime shot. As you can see in the front of the car in the 12 Pro Max picture, the light is a little bit overblown and blurry. So you can see that the picture isn't giving much detail and the light is giving the 12 Pro Max a little bit of trouble. The 15 Pro Max handles the light shining on the car pretty well. It does give in detail. It does picture the sky way better than the 12 Pro Max. So if you see the sky, it does have a little bit of a difference. And I feel like the 15 Pro Max just does a better job at showing the truer colors. 12 Pro Max does brighten the colors a little bit, and the colors do feel a little bit pale compared to the 15 Pro Max. So the 15 Pro Max does a great job with the colors. It does also a great job with the lighting from the sun beaming onto the car, and it doesn't overblow the light on the car, so it does very well. With the second picture, we have a picture outside of a drugstore and we have a clear image of the sky and the logo plastered onto the store. And if you look at the sky picture on the 12 Pro Max, you can see compared to the 15 Pro Max, the sky is blue like the 15 Pro Max, but the blue is a little bit lighter. The 15 Pro Max does have a little bit of darker hue to it. And also if you look into the logo on the drugstore, you can see that the colors are a little bit more darker and richer on the 15 Pro Max compared to the 12 Pro Max. The 12 Pro Max just feels like the picture was a little bit washed and a little bit pale for my liking. Alright, so for our third daytime picture round, we can see that the car is also the subject of the image. And we can see the sun still beaming on the car, we still see the sky, and there's really one thing that I want to come out from these picture rounds is that the 12 Pro Max consistently looks paler than the 15 Pro Max. The 15 Pro Max have more richer colors, more richer details obviously, than the 12 Pro Max. And all of these pictures were taken with the 1x camera. No settings that was done before actually taking the picture. Everything was taken the same way. So obviously the 12 Pro Max is getting beat compared to the 15 Pro Max. It's just a matter of time till we get to the night mode, but for now we still have one more daytime picture. For the final daytime picture, it is a little bit warmer, so the colors are coming a little bit down. It's not as bright as it was earlier, but we can still see a big difference with these two pictures. So the 15 Pro Max does a good job at showing the car, the colors in the trees, even that leaf in front that's dripping down from the top of the picture, you can see that it's very clear and crisp. But if you compare that same part to the 12 Pro Max, it's a little bit blurry. If you look in the back with the trees and the colors, it's not as bright and vibrant as the 15 Pro Max. 12 Pro Max does give you the actual colors that you see in real life, but it is a little bit more palish. It is a little bit more watered down compared to the 15 Pro Max. The 15 Pro Max does a better job overall in the daytime pictures with a 1x camera lens. So now let's move on to the nighttime pictures. We take the same picture that we did on our last daytime picture, but at night. So the 15 Pro Max does a way better job with the details. Look at the sky, it's not completely dark. It is a dark blue, which is what was really represented in real life. It was more of a dark blue color. The backgrounds are well faded, but not too blurry, showing the car details. And keep in mind, it was very dark, so the nighttime did its thing here. But if you look at 12 Pro Max, you can see that the back is a little bit blurry. The sky isn't well represented compared to the 15 Pro Max, and the car details isn't shown. So if you do a 2x zoom on the actual same picture, same situation, you can see a lot more detail with the 15 Pro Max shot. the 12 Pro Max shot just loses a lot of its quality and makes it a little bit more blurry, so it's not as usable as the 2x zoom that you have with the 15 Pro Max. Alright, so this next picture is also a nighttime shot of the sky. I did incorporate the grass in the picture for you guys to actually see the details that the 15 Pro Max actually brings. I will preface that the 12 Pro Max does have a cracked lens. I did fix it, but you can still see the glare from the light coming in, so we will forgive the 12 Pro Max for that, but the detail in the picture is all on the phone. So as you can see, the color of the sky with the 15 Pro Max does a good job at representing the sky being a little bit blue and a little bit dark in some areas. And if you go into the grass, you can see that it's not even close. The 15 Pro Max shows very vibrant green, which is what was represented, but the 15 Pro Max just does a better job at showing the details. So for this next picture, we took it 3 times. It's a picture of a garbage can. So it's a blue garbage can. We did the 1x zoom with this picture. So as you can see with the 1x lens, you can see the difference in color. The 15 Pro Max has a richer blue when it comes to the picture at night, and the 12 Pro Max have a paler blue when it comes to the picture. And if we take the 2x camera lens, you can see that the detail is really missing with the 12 Pro Max, but the 15 Pro Max is able to really gather a lot of information to really keep that picture crisp. And if you move on to the 5x lens, the 12 Pro Max can't really do a digital 5x zoom. The 15 Pro Max is gonna beat it at every 5x lens you're gonna do. And obviously the zoom in general is just gonna be better with the 15 Pro Max because it just has the camera for it. So it has that 5x lens camera, and any picture that you're gonna be zooming in over 5x is gonna use that lens, and it's just gonna do a better job. So you're gonna have richer colors, more crispier pictures, and more details in those pictures. So I did the same thing with a post on the street, so you can see the details with the 2x camera and the 5x camera, and look at the color. So this is the orange color, but the orange on the 15 Pro Max is more richer and darker, so it just have a lot more detail, a lot better colors, a lot better image processing. So the 12 Pro Max is not only being beat in the quality, but also being beat in the colors. So the nighttime pictures is something that the 12 Pro Max has not really done very well. The 15 Pro Max is doing something very new and very great with the nighttime shots. Let's move on to the videos. We've done a nighttime video, and we're going to be looking at how it does. Obviously the video don't have night mode or anything. I still made a video comparing both cameras, the front and rear camera of the 15 and 12 Pro Max. Alright, so this is the iPhone 12 Pro Max front camera. Like I said, there's no night mode or flash with the front camera. When you're doing video, it's gonna look very dark. You probably don't see me at all. Alright, so this is the iPhone 15 camera at night. So this is the front facing camera. There isn't a night mode or whatever with the front facing camera, so it might look similar to the iPhone 12 Pro Max front facing camera at night. This is the night shot that we have with the iPhone 15 Pro Max front camera. So this is the front facing camera on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Yep, this is how it looks. Looks pretty decent. Pretty much the same as the 15 Pro Max in my opinion, but we'll see when everything is completed. So real quick, this is the front facing camera on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. There's no settings or anything. We're just simply showing the front facing camera. So the iPhone 12 Pro Max rear camera at night. So again, there's no night mode. I turned off the flash, 4K 60. You know, also when you just look around, it doesn't look as bright. All right, so we are currently using the back camera of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. We turned off the flash just so we can see how visible it is at night. As you can see, there's a night and day difference, no pun intended. But there's no night mode or anything. So all right, so this is the rear facing camera on the daytime with the iPhone 12 Pro Max. We're gonna put these up against each other and we're gonna see how well both phones do. And this is the rear facing camera of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Again, no settings, 4K 60. This is how it looks.
So yeah.
Alright, so that was it for the comparison of my iPhone 12 Pro Max to my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Yeah, I compared the daytime pictures, the zoom, the nighttime pictures, nighttime video, daytime video. So I compared everything that needs to be compared with the cameras. I'm pretty much done with the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I might be comparing other Android phones, maybe the new Pixel 8 Pro, the Samsung S24 that might be coming up early next year. So stay tuned for other comparison of other phones with other Android phones coming into these videos onto the channel, and also other new tech products. So stay tuned for that as well. So see you guys on the next video. Peace.